know, we enacted legislation, and some didn't get everything they wanted. And others didn't get what they wanted.
How do you feel about the tax cuts, Mr. President?
It's probably close the budget next year, you think?
How are you affected by the state tax?
I don't think we should have taxes.
You don't. I see now, Cal for president, right? No taxes.
John, you talked about how pleased you were with the way Brandon ran the team the other night. When you went back and watched it with a little more critical eye, did you get the same feeling?
Yes, I love this pace of the game. He understood when to pull it out. Anytime he's playing too fast, I'm stopping him in practice, and I'm getting on him. Now, you have to understand, he's probably had no one coach him this way. Like, I'm on him because he's vital for us. And he's got to understand that there's things acceptable and there's things that not acceptable. And he wants to do it. I mean, he was so, when he got off the bus after the game, he like gave me 5. Like, I'm just happy, I'm trying to get it, I want to get it, without saying anything. And but it's a day-to-day. I'm telling you, there'll be slippage because he'll revert back to, I'm trying to score. Now you notice he still scored, and he missed 2 layups, or he had 4 more. 2 layups. Just kept, or he had 2, and he didn't really force it. And the other shots that he missed, a couple threes, were wide open, which you would expect him to make. So without trying to score, he could have had 30.
How does the way you want him to play compare to the way he played in high school?
He shot every ball in high school. And he had to, or their team wasn't going to win. His bad shot, his god-awful shot, the one that, why would he shoot that, was better than him passing it to a guy open. And that's just, it was. And so he did what he had to. Tyreek was exactly the same. Tyreek was shooting 30 balls a game. Fadeaways, turnarounds, step backs. He'd even shoot it going baseline, shoot it over the corner of the backboard. Like, I'm in trouble. Well, I still can get this at that rim. And so they got to adjust, and they got to play. I need him to shoot more pull-up jumpers than other point guards I've had, where I'd want John and Tyreek just keep going. Tyreek 6'6". I want him to go and pull up in that foul line area. Just pull up and shoot it. You're a terrific shooter. Instead of going in like, again, you're playing against a team that when you drive in and throw your body in and just throw the ball and there's going to be a foul called, or you may make it, you may not, it doesn't matter. I'm getting 10 straight shots down the court. That's what we're changing, and he's doing it. One of the things I talked to the team about is he's got to get better in front of the team and him, and I said, but who's the most conscientious guy we got? Who's the hardest worker we got? And they all pointed to him. And I said, so it tells you within a month you're going to see a different player. But right now we've got to respect each other, and we've got to trust each other and know people are trying to get better.
Cal, you talk about how vital Brandon is. How vital do you need Darius to be a consistent factor in the game? I mean, you expressed some stuff.
It's the same thing I've said all along. There's something that's holding him back from wow. There's something there. I wish I had the answer. I would have already done it. But there's something that holds him back when it's a 4-point game and he can bust open the game. There's something that makes him evaporate when we got guys out and now you must step up to go do something. You take over. There's something that's holding him back. And my point to him is, the first thing is to recognize it, that there is something. And then the second point is, let's figure it out. I'll help you. Let's do it together. Let's talk about it. Let's spend meeting time. I've had 2 or 3 meetings with him. Let's just figure it out. Because we should all be seeing him saying, wow, and we're not. There are times in this practice I watch him and I'm like, I stop the practice and I say, what do you want to say to him, guys? Do that in the game. You know, and there's something, but it's not just him now. We've got a lot of guys, there's things holding them back. I had a great call from an NBA buddy of mine saying, I really like your big white kid. And it made me feel good that here's this guy that none of us expected, and he's doing all right. Now, he still does things you want to punch him in the mouth. Like, why would you do that? You know, why are you, but the reality of it is, he has gotten better, and that's all we should be about. It's kind of like DeAndre. DeAndre still, he's not playing exactly how I think he's capable of playing. And He's a guy that should be able to guard 3 positions and guard them well. Come up with every loose rebound. He's coming up with none right now. He's not rebounding at all. Every loose rebound and every ball you dive on is you. And then, now you make shots. I talked about him this morning. You know, he's the only player I've coached in college that has taken his shot from one place to another in college. Now, it happens in the NBA all the time. Guy goes to the league, can't shoot, and within 2-3 years, all of a sudden, the guy's making knockdown shots. Happens all the time. In the NBA, when you're looking at kids, you're trying to draft players, the shooting doesn't play that big a factor because you know eventually the guy will shoot the ball better. But in college, I've not seen guys do what he's done. Right now, if there's a key shot in the game, I'm going to be honest with you. The guy that you guys all told me get rid of, can't shoot, didn't want to go in games, is a guy I'd say give him the ball and let him take that shot. Let's drive something so he's wide open. Now, he's still driving to the goal every time and running 4 people over and just throwing balls. But that's, again, we just got to tell him, that's what we're trying to point out. You can't do that. Pull up. Go in the lane. There's 3 guys. How about this one? If there are 3 on you, 2 guys are open. Tell you driving, there's 3 guys on you. 2 guys are open. Just find them. But that's all stuff we're all learning.